Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about my brand new piercings that I got. Some of you may know about them from watching my last vlog. Some of you may not have any idea that I got 2 new piercings. So about 2 weeks ago almost, I messaged my piercer and I told her that I was really craving a couple new piercings that I really wanted to get. One of them I can show you, the other one I cannot show you, and I'm sure a lot of you are going to be very, very excited. Currently, I have a total of 20 piercings. One of the new ones that I got is the other side of my nose pierced again. You guys know that I used to have this piercing about maybe 7-ish months ago. I already did have this piercing before and I ended up taking it out. It was kind of an accident, kind of not. I was at work and I had to take it out really quick for a certain reason, and then I totally forgot about it. I had my nose ring in my back pocket for the rest of the day, and when I got home, the piercing was completely shut. I could not, for the life of me, get it back in. It hurt really bad. So I just decided to leave it out, let it heal, and just kind of let it be. And recently I've been really kind of craving, wanting to get this piercing back. I missed it. I wanted it. So I messaged my piercer and I told her I wanted to get the other side of my nose pierced again, so I am back to having a total of 3 nostril piercings. These 2 over here I have had for many years. They are all healed and all that good stuff, and this is the new one that you are seeing. It is pierced in a little bit different spot than what the first one was, because the first one was a little bit more forward than this one, so when I would wear hoops in them, they didn't really quite match the way I'd want them to. So I went back, got it re-lined up with a stud, and now they match absolutely perfectly. It does look a little off because I have 2 over here and only 1 here. I do eventually want to get the second one over here, but we didn't do that at the same time because that would just be a lot of jewelry up in my nose getting tangled, and it would just make the healing process a little bit more intense. Where I go for all of my piercings, that I go to Lightning Revival Tattoo in Byron Center, and I go to Valerie, or Val as I call her and everyone else calls her. Her husband also tattoos there, Matt Nelson. He also does a lot of my tattoos. If you guys want to check him out on Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff, just go ahead and look up Lightning Revival Tattoo and you will see everything that they do. So I ended up getting that done. That was the first one that I got, and the pain, honestly you guys, I have had my nose pierced a total of about 8 times. I have 4 right now, but like with all my retired ones and all that stuff, I've had my nose pierced a total of 8 times, so I am no stranger to the pain of a nose piercing. They don't ever bother me or anything like that. So, I mean, obviously it hurt, it obviously was uncomfortable, but I took it like a breeze, like it really wasn't anything major. It was just a lot of pressure, the eyes watering, you know, all the normal stuff that happens when you get your nose or septum pierced. Yeah, that was really easy peasy. And then the second piercing, I was so nervous to get. Now, I don't know if any of you remember any of this, but about 2.5 years ago, I went and got my nipple pierced, and I only got 1 done. And I recorded my reaction, and that video has like millions of views now, which is like unheard of for my channel. And I only got 1 done because my left breast, I had a lot of issues with it back in 2015. I had a little bit of a breast cancer scare. There were a couple of lumps that were found in my left breast, so I had to go through, you know, the biopsies and the ultrasounds and all that stuff. Everything turned out to be okay, thank goodness, but my doctor advised me to stay away from getting that one pierced to make sure that everything was gonna be okay for the next couple of years. So that was the reason for only getting 1 done, and I really liked having just 1 done. Like, it wasn't a big deal to me, it didn't bother me at all. And recently I've been really wanting to get the other nipple pierce, and I just thought it would be so cute to have matching boobs with matching jewelry. I just think it would be absolutely adorable. So that was the second piercing that I got. I ended up getting my left nipple pierced. The nose and the left nipple done, so everything on my left side is totally new. So for my nipple piercing, I really wanted to film my reaction for that one as well, but since YouTube has taken a total twist of things and they want everyone to be censored, there is no possible way I would be able to upload my nipple piercing reaction video without being flagged, demonetized, all this other stuff, because, you know, YouTube sees the word nipple and they flip out. They completely attack your channel, they take your views, they make people unsubscribe from you. Like, it's just a mess. So I didn't end up filming either one of my piercings, which is why I'm filming this video, just to kind of talk more about them without getting in trouble with YouTube, basically. Now, the nipple, I was very very nervous to get it done. I've had my right one pierced for 2.5 years now, and I was really nervous to get that one done because obviously it is a area on the body that is very hidden, it is very sensitive, it is very private. So when it comes to going to get your nipple pierced, I think everyone can agree that it's a very nerve-wracking experience, but Val did my right one, so I figured what the hell, she might as well do my left one too. She's seen both of them already, like why not? But I was still really nervous because I remember the nipple piercing hurting, but I remember it being bearable. Like it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I remember the day before I went and got it done, I watched my old reaction video and I talked about how, oh, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it hurt, but it was okay. So I was like, I got this, I'll do it. So after getting my nose pierced, she, cleaned up and reset up again for my nipple piercing. Now, most people, when they go and get their nipples pierced, they usually tend to get both done at the same time, whereas I'm a little bit different. I had one done already and the other one fresh. So what she had to do is I had to basically undress and expose both of my breasts because she wanted to see the healed one to make sure that she was lining them up so they would match perfectly. So I was completely exposed. I had both of my boobs out, and she basically looked at the healed one and kind of lined it up with the other one, made sure that everything was really good. We took a look at it. Everything looked good. I was really excited, but really nervous. And for the actual procedure, I was laying down. She was above me. And she put the clamp on, and I will never forget this because she put the clamp on and she was like, kind of lining it up, kind of playing with my boob for a little bit, which is always fun. I was like, oh, did you pierce it already? And she was like, no, that's the clamp. I was like, oh, because the clamp, like for some reason, getting the left one pierced hurt way more than the right one, and I don't know if that's because my left one has seen a lot of shit, like it's been poked at and prodded at and all this other, like I still have 2 little tiny scars on my left boob from my biopsies, so I don't know if it was because of that, but this one, like when she put the clamp on, I was like, holy shit, if that's just the clamp and she didn't even pierce it yet, this is going to be a very rocky road. So I was like, oh, okay. So, and then she finally got the needle and she was ready to pierce it. She was like, okay, are you ready? Do you just want me to go for it? And I'm like, yeah, go for it. And she's like, okay, take a deep breath in. So I did that, and I kind of prepared myself mentally. I shut my eyes. That's a fun fact about me. Whenever I get a piercing, I always shut my eyes. And I took a deep breath in, and then she said, okay, and let your breath out. I did, and that's when she started to pierce it. And I remember with this one, my right one, when she pierced it, I remember just like something like that. And then when she did this one, I let my breath out, and then I was like, ow. It went super fast. That's like one good thing about piercings is no matter what you're getting pierced, it's only gonna last a couple of seconds and then the pain's gone. So she pierced it, and then she put the jewelry through, took the needle out, put the ball on, and it was done. So I paid a total of $60 for both the nose and the nipple, jewelry included. Now, for those of you wondering about gauges, I'm pretty sure my nose was pierced with an 18 gauge, just a little corkscrew stud, which I will probably leave in for a few months before I change it. And my nipple was also pierced with a 16 gauge. And my nipple was pierced with a 16 gauge. Now, I know a lot of you are probably like, well, nipples are usually pierced with a 14 gauge, that is true. However, she did explain to me that because I am very small chested and I do have smaller everything underneath the shirt, that a 14 gauge would kind of weigh my nipple down and it would be too big and too gaudy and it would just be awkward. My right one was also pierced with a 16 gauge and there has been absolutely no issues. I absolutely love my nipple piercing. It's been great. I love it. And so far, almost 2 weeks later, the healing process has been going beautifully. To be perfectly honest with you guys, like the first few days, my nose piercing hurt way more than my nipple piercing when they were like starting to initially heal. For me, honestly, the first night I had a lot of pain. I just had like a stinging pain, but the whole rest of the healing process, there has been absolutely no pain whatsoever. It has seriously been such an easy piercing to heal. As far as aftercare goes, I do, no matter what I'm doing during the day, when I shower at the end of the night, I do clean both of them with antibacterial soap. If I have more time in the day, I will do a sea salt soak on my nipple piercing. I'll just make it in like a little shot glass and lay back with it on my boob for about 10-15 minutes. And then I'll make a separate one and kind of clean around and up inside my nose for my piercing. So aftercare is really easy. You don't have to overdo it. yeah, that's basically all I have. It's really been pretty easy, and I don't know if it's because I've had so many piercings done in the past, or I don't know if it's because I've had so many nose piercings and I've already dealt with a nipple piercing, but the healing process has been seriously so easy. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other questions for me regarding my new piercings, let me know down in the comments and I will try to answer as many as I can. Especially on like my vlogs and my piercing videos, I have a hard time answering every single comment because I will get over 200 within about 2 hours, and that's just a lot for me to keep up with. I will try my very hardest to answer any questions that you guys may have. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to give a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to go down and subscribe to my channel. But as always, I will see you guys very soon in my next video. I love you guys.